Alright, we're going to do the drawing for the VW tool kit. We added a few things in there, a screwdriver set, a little X-Acto knife, a multimeter. You got the lifter clips, the socket for the CV joints, the drain plug socket, and the tool for the wing nut on the clutch cable. And let me get the camera set up here. We'll stir the box up, draw a name, and all that good stuff. Stirring them up.
Ready?
Pull one out there, baby. Who's it gonna be? We ran this till Friday because we had a lot of people entering. So if you entered after Friday, we're gonna have another giveaway, and you can enter into that. And if you entered in this giveaway, you can enter in the next one too. So who's it gonna be?
The Darlings 37, and they are Volkswagen people.
The Darlings 37.
You have an email from him too that we have to.
So here you go. I have to look at your email, and we're going to be sending you some Volkswagen stuff. So that's pretty cool. Volkswagen guy want it. And the next giveaway, we're going to do $100 on a gift card. So if you want to enter into that, I guess you can start doing that on this video. So you enter me in the next giveaway. And look at this stuff. Can you fit that in like an envelope?
I'll handle the shipping. Logistics is my department.
Logistics is her department. So it's not her fault that I haven't answered your email yet. I just had a lot of stuff going on. So
email me your address, because that's not in the email that I do have from you.
So we need your address. The winner again is
The Darlings 37.
the Darlings 37. Okay. So if you want to be in the next drawing, you have to enter again. I can't just, you know, keep this box. I guess I could, didn't I?
You could, but no, we have to do a new one, because the way YouTube puts the comments,
Yeah.
it doesn't put the newest ones to the top, it mixes them, so I don't know if I'd miss somebody.
Alright.
We'll just do a brand new video.
We're going to do a brand new one for the $100 gift card. And I'm doing the gift card for the guys that, you know, maybe aren't Volkswagen people and really didn't want the Volkswagen tools, because I'm sure there's a lot of guys that didn't enter in the tool giveaway. So, Andrea, what did you want to talk about your chocolates?
Yes, I do. Some of you know I started a chocolate business last year this time, and it's starting to do really well. I'd like you to, if you could, if you're on Facebook, to like my business page, The Gourmet Chocolatier. My Instagram, if you'd like to follow me on there, is the same name. And it's also my website, and my Facebook group also is the Gourmet Chocolatier, and then that's a community group. You can feel free to post anything in there that is chocolate related, whether it's a baked item, chocolate item, how to make chocolate, what you do with chocolate, whatever. It just has to be chocolate related. And soon to be coming soon, who knows what. I got a bridal show next month, so if anybody's getting married, I do wedding favors too.
So Chocolat. She makes chocolate. If you want chocolate, she can make it for you and ship it to you. And let's do this to get some more Facebook likes. If you want to enter the drawing for $100, if you go to the Facebook page and say, I entered the drawing and liked your Facebook page, I'll put your name in twice.
There you go.
So
I like that.
That'll give us a little traffic over there to her channel, and it'll give you guys an opportunity to go over there and like her page, and then get, you know, double the chance to win the $100.
Again, the page is called The Gourmet Chocolatier. And I'm eventually going to have a YouTube channel too, but right now it's just Facebook and Instagram.
So there we go. And yeah, so I got the Porsche motor back together, or Porsche, if you're, you know, correct. But that's sitting outside. I went and bought a jack last night. I'm going to try to snake that back into the car. I got that all together. It took about a day and a half to assemble the engine.
Everybody pray that what we think was wrong with it is what was wrong with it.
Yeah, well,
everybody say a prayer.
The oil cooler was definitely bad, but you know, I've had multiple people tell me the head was cracked. So we'll see. The worst thing that can happen is it'll still leak, and I'll have to go buy a new Mustang. So. Or a used one. I don't know. Something. I really don't need another car. I can just sell it. I don't know. Part it out. But I'm hoping that it's going to work, because I need my therapist back. So.
Also too, a lot of Volkswagen guys follow Darren, obviously, for his name. give us an idea of what you'd like to see on video that you want to learn from him, because I'm thinking more Volkswagen guys really follow him, and they follow him for a reason. We all know this reason. He's really good at the Volkswagen stuff. So
I don't like making repetitious videos.
let us know what you want to see.
I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of motor building videos on the channel already. I wanted to build a couple more motors, but I have to get the shop organized. That's the main holdup right now, is finishing some of these projects that have been lingering, my projects. And I have had a couple of people ask me, where my shop's at and stuff, and I really don't have a shop. This channel is just something that I did to try to share the knowledge that I've learned over the years and pass on to people maybe that are getting into the sport or into the Volkswagen world. It hadn't changed much. The parts are more challenging now. It used to be a little easier to, build something and not have it go south. A lot of times now, a guy will buy all the parts, put everything together, and it's not so much the assembly process or, the way that the person did it, but it's more of a parts failure. You have to sort of learn what to use, what not to use, and stuff like that. A lot of guys that make Volkswagen videos will let you know when something doesn't work. I know Matt Lundquist is building a stroke promoter right now, and he ran into some issues. And Matt tries to stay pretty neutral, so he didn't really say what didn't work, but he had some issues with some parts. First getting the wrong stuff a couple times, and then having a part that he couldn't use. So that's the whole idea behind this channel, is try to teach you to buy the parts that that you can use, buy the first part the first time, and not have to buy multiple stuff and learn the hard way. And I don't know, I've had pretty good luck with it, and I'm just trying to pass that luck on to you guys. I don't know.
It's not luck. It's lived and breathed it his whole life. There's no luck about it.
I mean, I had really good teachers, when it comes to the Volkswagen thing, and they're never going to make videos like I make, because they're not going to do it. But I can share the knowledge that I got with you guys. I mean, I grew up in sort of a small little town here in Central Florida. There wasn't a lot of Volkswagen gurus. There's a handful of them. When I was growing up, it was John D, J.C. Quick, Joey Jackson, Scooter at R&S where I worked, and K&K, Blaine, and Scooter's old partner Artie built the car. They used to race. Jeff Golding. It's a small group of people, and a lot of them were taught by the same person that I was taught by, which would be Scooter or Artie. I never learned any tricks from Artie, but they were partners, so I'm sure I learned a few things by accident through Scooter. But those guys that I mentioned probably won't make videos and show you guys how to do things. Not that they're not capable of doing it. Obviously, I learned from them. So that's why I make the videos, and I don't try to make the videos to make people think I got a big head. What's the other word? What is it? Narcissist? I don't know. Somebody that likes to see themselves on video or talk. It's more just interact with people and try to pass on the knowledge that I have. So Andrew thinks I should do more of a Volkswagen floor mat, just completely Volkswagen. But I've tried to do that before, and some people get bored with that. I do have a lot of subscribers, so I try to do a little bit of everything, because Volkswagens really isn't the only thing that I do.
Well, I just think you should see who watches you and what they want, and you throw the other stuff in.
I tell you what I'd really like to do.
You're a predominantly Volkswagen guy.
I am a Volkswagen guy, but I didn't tell you guys that, I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know this. I've been going to the Southeast Gassers races. I've gone to 2 of them now, and I'm pretty much hooked. I'm ready to sell the big block and the Turbo 400 out of the Nova there. Or just finish that car and sell it completely, but I would really like to build a stick car, small block car for the Southeast Gassers and race that.
Well, that car's not old enough, is it?
No, I have to buy another car. I have to build a car. So I've been looking for anything pre-67. If it's a Mustang, it can't be a 67. It has to be a 66 or back. But it needs to be like a Falcon or a Mustang or a Chevy 2. Chevy 2 would be preferable, because I'd like to build a small block for it. But you can use, a Jericho clutchless tranny. You know, they're pretty cool cars, and I'm pretty much hooked.
They have a YouTube channel too, don't they?
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel, so you guys should check that out. And then
what's the channel called?
Southeast Gassers.
Well, I'm just making sure.
And then there's Big Daddy Wilson, I think, or Skull Garage is how I sort of found them. There's some guys on YouTube that race that series. But yeah, my daughter went the first time with me. She didn't go last time, but she's really interested in it. She likes the cars, and she sort of, you know, it's hard not to like a 10,000 RPM small block. So that's what I sort of been getting revved up about. I don't know, the Volkswagen
and
thing.
She gets her driver's license next year, so you know he could have a driver with her too.
I like the Volkswagen thing, but you know the problem with Volkswagens is the transmissions break all the time, and it's just very expensive to race the car. And it's really been really hard to get people excited to race the car. You know, I mean, you know, can't do it by myself, and my wife and my kids really don't like that car. So.
I've always liked that car. I don't know. I like
She likes
old metal muscle better.
Yeah. So anyway, I went to that race last weekend at Union.
55 Chevy Shell would be good because that make your wife happy.
I've been looking, but they're expensive.
Or a Chevelle.
$10,000 for
but
a.
you just need the shell. We have everything
else. It's
else.
10 grand for a shell, rusty.
Oh, somebody's got one in the back 40 somewhere.
Not a 57 Chevy.
Well, just something. I mean, it doesn't exactly have to be that one, but I like the 50s styles better than the 60s.
I think, you know, I mean, I do too. I like 50 cars, but they're big. They're sort of light, you know, I'm learning that. But, you know, anything like that would be cool. Mustang seems to be the cheapest way to go to me because the parts are very cheap and you can buy a car for $1,000. So basically you're going to cut the car off the firewall. It has to be a straight axle. It has to be a 4-speed. There's it's built off the 1967 rule book for the NHRA, and if you go to southeastgassers.com, they have a rule book, and it gives you the crank center line to the ground and all the, you know, weight per cubic inch requirements. It's heads-up racing, so they detect the motors. They have to be able to pump the motor. It has to be legal. So that's why I'm sort of excited about it. There's no buyback. Once you lose first round, you're out, and that's one of the reasons I just quit racing, to be truthfully honest with you. I worked at a drag strip, and I was there the first night they did a buyback, and I thought it was a bad idea back then, and I've hated it ever since. There's nothing worse than beating a guy first round and have him buy back in, and you know, having him beat you third round. So I like the idea of no buybacks. I like the idea of no dial-ins. Heads-up racing has always been sort of what I like. That's what attracted me to the turbo class.
That's the street racer in you.
Well, I hate the handicap racing. You know, heads-up, first one to the finish line is really, you know, that's what people go to see. And I got some videos from those 2 races, but they really need to be edited together. And I'm going to try to get my son to do that for me, but he's going to have to sit down and put, like, you know, 10, 15, 20 videos together. But, man, if you haven't been to one of those races, all I can tell you is you really need to go check out the Southeast Gassers. They're going to be in Darlington, South Carolina in a week or 2. You can check their schedule, but I think Darlington's the next stop. And if you like door handle to door handle and, you know, really all out racing, and I don't think they race for a lot of money. I don't think there's a purse or anything, but it's just a bunch of old school racers that, you know, are just racing for the finish line. And Union, South Carolina was an awesome race. A couple of those cars were door handle to door handle, and they were getting out of shape, smoking the front tire, you know, steering it back in the center of the lane. It's awesome. But hopefully soon I'll get all this stuff done, and we'll get some tubing in here and maybe build a car and let my daughter try to let the clutch out at 10,000 RPM and see what happens. So
She's so your apple.
she's down with the. She wants to race, but she doesn't want to race that Volkswagen because she doesn't fit in it very well. But if I built her a Mustang or, you know, a Chevy too, she would be all up in that for sure. But I think we'd have to flip for it, you know, because I'd want to race it too. I can't build 2 cars.
You might even get me in.
So I think, you know, the gasser thing is probably, you know, I don't mind doing the Volkswagen videos, don't get me wrong, because that's, you know, what, you know,
We need to know what you want to see though.
But I think in the future we're definitely going to be building the gasser, because I think my family wants to do that. And I like going to the races, but I don't like going to the races by myself. And I think it would be pretty cool to have everybody go and like what we're doing. So I've sort of been looking for one of those cars and accumulating, no parts yet, but I've been looking through the catalogs.
Put my chocolate business on the quarter panel.
Yeah, I'll put a chocolate business on there. Everything has to be hand lettered. There's no stencils. It's all old school. But I built 100 motors in my head already. You know, everything from small cubic inch to big cubic inch, different gear ratios. And I've been doing my homework every time I go to the track. So I've been taking notes, looking at cars and checking stuff out, looking for stuff for sale. And,
but the negotiator hasn't gone with him yet. So.
No, well, there hasn't really. There's not a lot of cars for sale. That's just it. You know, it's if you guys go to one of those races, the crowd is unbelievable. The spectators they pull in, and just the group of people that are racing are just. It's
you don't need a pretty car though.
No, you don't need a pretty car. Yeah, it's
just. You just need a car. You personally.
It's the group of guys, you know, that are making that series what it is, because they're just good old boys, and it's a cool thing to be around, and everybody's in a good mood, and everybody's just having a good time. And
don't forget about the poodle skirts.
Poodle skirts that's cool too. The boots, you know, just the whole thing's really cool. So I mean, Quayne Stott, you know, was onto something when he thought of that. I've been sort of watching it grow since he built his car, and I guess the other one was Greg Porter in the Night Stalker, and I haven't actually.
There's another Greg Porter.
Yeah, yeah, he actually builds gassers, and you know he's pretty bad hombre for sure. He's got a '55 Chevy, or 50, you know, one you'd like, you know, old school, fast car. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
So. Thank you to all the veterans out there and people who are serving in our military, and hope everybody's.
I make military chocolates too.
Yeah, she makes all the medallions and stuff, so we got you covered on the chocolates. You can go to her website, you have some of that stuff on there, so they can look at it.
Yeah, it's funny because you know how Gary Ramsey's doing all that metal stuff now?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things he does in metal that I do the same thing in chocolate.
So there you go, if you want to eat your artwork. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off like I was going to do 5 minutes ago and started rambling on. And I'm going to try to get the motor on that jack and jack my car up and put the motor in.
I'm going to make beverage chocolates.
Yeah, she'll come check on me every once in a while, make sure I'm not smashed out here. So I'm not even going to try to wake my son up. Isn't it Sunday? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You slept all day yesterday though, right?
He's probably off tomorrow too because it's a holiday.
Dirty dirty. Alrighty.
Oh. Bye.
We'll give you a parting shot of the beautiful Porsche motor for you guys that are still watching at the end here. So there we go, all back together. New oil cooler, pressure plate, clutch disc, throw out bearing, flywheel, new starter. What else do we do? Water oil separator and a new oil fill tube. So, and then new coils. So yeah, that's about it, man. Hopefully all that works out and everything works and doesn't leak. And if it does, I'll be trading that in on a new Mustang. So, all right, guys, you have a good day. It's a beautiful day here. I'm gonna blind you with the light here one more time. Hope everybody is doing good and the weather's good where you're at. And yeah, get out there and push that record button, and thanks for watching.